Hold on. Oh god. He threw his stick at me. Ah!
Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, PacD. I hope you're enjoying your day. If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in how I built my Ironeye to solo Tricephalos. So right now we're going over the relics for the run. The first relic, as you can see, is a polished burning scene. The reason I added this one is so we can do holy damage to the dog. The next relic that we use is a polished drizzly scene that gives us 3 vigor and 3 mind. The reason I use this one is, well, obvious, more health and more magic. When we use our Ash of War with the bow, it uses magic, and it actually does a decent amount of damage, so we want as much magic as we can if we're going to be using that skill. And the final relic on our run was a polished luminous scene. The reason I added this one was for the +3 boost in vigor. So we're going into this fight with +6 vigor, +3 magic, and we're going to do holy damage to the dog, which he is weak to. So first things first, as you can see in the north, we have a church up here, and in the south we have a church, and in the southwest we have a church. Since my drop zone is in the north, we're going to hit the mini camp that we drop at first, and then we're going to the site of grace, and then we're going to hit that fort that is east of the church, and then finally we'll end up at the church for an extra flask, bringing us to 4 flasks and level 3. So this is the camp that they drop you at the very beginning of every journey, of every expedition. You always want to clear out this camp because 1, it's super easy, so you can get enough runes to get to level 2, and sometimes it'll have useful equipment for your class. Even if you can't actually use the weapon, you'll be able to carry some of these weapons for their passive, such as increased damage with your bow and increased damage when at full HP. So my whole plan was to come here and clear out the fort and get to level 4, but for some reason my ADHD said otherwise, and I got to the top floor and then left. So theoretically, you want to get to level 4 after this fort and then make your way to the church, but that just didn't happen in my case because I was a silly Billy. So our next step is pretty obvious. The reason why we're hitting the church is for the flask. Every once in a while, you'll be able to find decent loot in these boxes, especially as Ironeye, since his passive is Enhanced Item Discovery. Since I was live streaming, I was a little distracted, so you get to see my thought process of like, what am I doing wrong, where should I go next live, and you'll see that I hit up this campsite, because campsites are usually easier to clear than ruins, and it was closer.
Oof, this is gonna be really tough. I gotta take the guy with the bow out, or no, bow, the shield first.
I noticed that these knights aren't taking very much damage, so I opt to leave this camp and go to the mines instead for the level 2 smithing stone. So as I was on my way to the mine, I actually encountered an ancient hero of Zamor, and it would have been wise for me probably not to fight this guy since I'm only level 3. But I noticed that I'm doing a decent chunk of damage, so I just decided to fight him anyway and see if we can get to level 5 by the time this fight is over.
Trying to think of all the mistakes that I've made so far. I tried to attack a village at level 2. That was a pretty bad idea. Prime example of just like turning your brain off and not realizing what you're doing in this game. So like you tell, like, let's make a scenario, right? You're a mother or a father. You have a child who's 10 years old, and you're talking about Mario 64 or Donkey Kong 64, and they're like, what? What's that? I've never heard of that before. The only Mario I know is Mario that's in the newest Mario Kart game or something. It's like, oh, do I have something to tell you, son or daughter? Like, well, back in my day, right? Now we sound all old. Back in my day, we used to play these super pixelated games on a controller with 3 handles.
So after defeating the ancient hero of Zamor, we had the option of a few rewards, and we chose improved stamina recovery by 4 because we are an archer and we're going to be dodging and shooting a lot. We also gained 22,000 runes, which will be able to level up our character to level 5. So after defeating the ancient hero of Zamor, the storm was coming in, and we didn't really have any other locations to go. So I just started killing ads on the way to the Night 1 circle. Level 5 is not exactly ideal. I would like to be level 7 or 8 by the first night, but I did waste a little bit of time. I didn't clear the fort. I fought a overworld boss instead of clearing more ads. So you can learn from my mistakes, and perhaps you can do a better day 1 run. Now, you'll see how sketchy it is during this fight with demi-human queen and swordsman, so I'll just let this play out.
You did charge your phone and use it, you'd have to be tethered to the wall. Portable charger? Oh, you kids don't even know. Back in my day... Ow. Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. That's the hardest one. How is he still alive? Yeah, that's the hardest one to kill, though. Then I'm gonna have to kill demi-human swordsman. Yeah, I don't know. This run's pretty chalked already. But I'm gonna try my best. I have my Wending Grace. Oh, I really needed that right there. I was like 0.3 seconds away from hitting it. Good luck. I will try my best, Fairy. How high can we get? Donnie! I don't mean it like that. Let's find out. Dottie, you're funny. You're a funny Dot, you know. I will smoke when I get a minute. Unfortunately, I can't pause this game, Dot. I think you get Dab Pen pack today. Oh, I have no drink. Oh, we are fried. It was good knowing you guys. Unless... Oh? Oh? Hold on. Oh, God. Okay, he threw his stick at me. Kobe. Oh, my God. No! Oh my God, chat. Ah! Oh my God, we did it! At 1 health! 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 Ah! Put some respect on my name!
So, as you could probably tell, that wasn't the easiest fight at level 5. I even used my Wending Grace. But if you were level 7 or level 8, it would have been a much easier fight. You wouldn't have to worry about taking as much damage, and you wouldn't have to worry about dealing so little damage. So, my tip to you, try to be level 7 or 8 by night 1, and you'll be fine.
I'm actually shaking.
Here we rest at the site of Grace and get to level 7.
Alright.
And you can see here we open up the map and locate where we're going to go next, which is the Magic Ruins to the west.
And Fairy is always saving my ass with that ult right there. I'm always on the floor and then she's ulting.
So there's not very good loot here. I just kind of grab whatever might be useful later down the road. Perhaps I even drop that item. We use those runes to get to level 8, and then we move to the next location, which is a fort to the southwest.
Okay, what am I looking for? I need a smithing stone. Should do that soon. Why am I up here then? I don't know.
You hear me mention that I still need a smithing stone. That is smithing stone level 1 and 2 to get my bow to level 2. That way we can do more holy damage and just more overall damage to Tricephalos once we get there. I'm actually wasting time by going to this fort because I'm killing this boss for only 5,400 runes, which you can realistically get by killing 5 adds. We do get a weapon here that produces Flame of Frenzy if your character goes mad. However, I don't believe we went mad in this game. I just made sure to pick it up because it's a level 2 bow, and if I don't find a smithing stone, I'll have that as a backup. We also get a stone swords key and a halberd that gives us HP recovery upon attacks. Here I am standing at the merchant's anvil right outside of the fort, and I'm upgrading my level 1 bow, or level 0 bow to level 1 by buying a level 1 smithing stone from that merchant. But I realize I don't have enough to buy a level 2 smithing stone. So I go to the mines, which is pretty close to this fort, to pick one up.
I'm pretty sure most mothers would agree with that statement.
I was going to edit my run through the mine because it would save some time, but I noticed a lot of people get stuck in the mines, and I don't show it in this video, but if you pull up your map, and then you press up on the D-pad for above ground and down on the D-pad for below ground, you'll be able to see the tunnel in which you can navigate out of. There are multiple tunnels in Elden Ring Night Rain, so it's important to know how to navigate through each tunnel system. In this case, I was in the tunnel system to the north. Now, I do make a little bit of a mistake here because I opened the Everjail without upgrading my weapon first, and we realize that it's one of the Godskin duos. It's Godskin Noble, so having that leveled up weapon definitely would have helped here and would have saved some time, but we're able to get the job done anyway.
No, I messed up. Oh wait, but so did he, thankfully. Is it gonna be enough? Can we capitalize? Oh my gosh, it's Fizz with the raid. Fizz, thanks for the raid, dude. I appreciate it. How was the rest of your stream? Did you clean up all of the crimes?
So the first half of day 2 just finished after we defeated Godskin Noble. We used his Site of Grace to level 9. And then we located where the next merchant will be because we need his anvil to level up our bow to level 2. I find a fort that's nearby. It's a Crystallian fort, so we make our way to the top, defeat the Crystallians. For some reason, I didn't level up my bow first. Again, I think you guys can see a pattern here. We kill the Crystallians first, and then we go and level up our bow.
I get a second chance. Thanks, game. Absolutely trash. Absolutely garbage. Absolutely trash. Hold on. Run, sir. Run, Sir Lokes. Ezreal, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Welcome in from the raid. Okay, I think I did the right one. I sure hope I did. If not, I am what you call Goofy McGooferson.
When I checked the map, I saw that there was a mausoleum nearby, which was housing Guardian Golem. We opted to take out Guardian Golem for some loot and some runes, and then we head to the Scarlet Rot Swamp. Every time there is a Shifting Earth event, the final zone will pull towards that Shifting Earth, whether it be the Scarlet Rot Swamp, Noxtella City, the Ice Mountain, or the volcano. So you can plan your run accordingly if you have a Shifting Earth event, but I didn't have that knowledge at the time. So you get to see how my run goes without having that prior knowledge.
Dude, oh. I'm getting garbage, chat. If you're wondering why I'm so salty, it's because I'm getting absolute trash.
So when we pull up the map, you see the white circle with the tree in the middle. That's the final zone. Then we see the fort with the red wax seal on it. We want to go there to locate the location of the, for lack of a better term, the antidote. Because when you go to the Rot Swamp, you're going to be afflicted with Scarlet Rot, and you don't want Scarlet Rot when you're fighting the boss of that night, Night 2.
Book it. Book it. Book it. Run, 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 run. Oh, some followings of sorts. Thank you for the follow, Sam. Welcome to the Squid Squad. Thanks for keeping the Squid Squad strong. I hope you enjoy your time here. I am running, dude. It's Monday, my dudes. Yeah. Please tell me it's the other way. Oh my god, no. Oh, we're fried. GG's. It's nice knowing you, chat. It's the other side. Drink. Gain the power of the forest and run. Run! Don't get stuck near this ulcerated tree spirit or Erd tree avatar. I think that's what it is. Erd tree avatar, yeah. This isn't the place for them. This is not the place that you want to be. Yeah, Fairy, this place sucks. Everything here wants to kill you. It's like the Amazon, but make it more rotten. Okay. A likely story. Artful Dodger? Hey, thanks. I've been practicing. Wow. Okay, hit him. I was gonna be like, if it hits these rocks and I don't get the hit off, I'm going to be sad. Bull crap. No! I'm in danger! Ooh! Jesus! Alright, good thing I have a res. What's happening? I got. I can afford to get hit maybe once more and not die. Alright. I gotta play good now. Get me up. Beam me up, Scotty. What the hell? It didn't let me use my my skill. Yeah, that sucks. Awkward. Nice. Ah, me heart. Me heart right now. Into the placenta. Where's my drink? Where's my Diet Dr. Kelp? Alright, first things first. I'm gonna buy a Wending Grace. Now I have 2 of them. I can still get to level 11. And I'll buy... one Starlight Shards. Or 1 Starlight Shard, I guess. Have I been missing anything else in chat? Sorry, I had to lock in for a while, you guys. Yep. Are we ready?
Some quick tips before we actually fight the dog. Holy damage is your friend. That's why we leveled up our bow with holy damage to level 2. Dodging is your friend. Learn his moveset, learn when to dodge, what direction to dodge. There's a swinging chain move that you want to dodge back from, and then there's a forward slash chain move that you want to dodge left or right from. When he splits into 3 dogs, you want to inflict holy damage to each dog because it will shorten the time that he is 3 separate characters. If each dog gets afflicted by holy damage, he will turn into 1 3-headed dog much faster. My final piece of advice, when the 1 dog is about to transform into 3 dogs, he does this big like fire explosion type move as he separates into the 3. So keep an eye out for that visual and sound cue and know when to run away or shield depending what character you are. And last but not least, have some fun. This is a really fun boss to fight, especially solo. So I hope you have a great time and I wish you the best of luck.
Solo run. Solo run. I made it here on a solo run. Aw, that's not fair. Darn. 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 I hate fire. No. I'm not getting, like, any critical chances. I haven't broke him once yet. Oh! Oh, speak of the devil! Ah! No! We got him. Woo! Solo run! Solo run! Hell yeah. A level 11 solo run. What's up, Alex? Woo! Level 11 solo run. That was actually so scuffed and so bad. I almost died night 1 too. Oh gosh, let's see what we got. Arc gauge fills moderately upon crit, mine +1. Raider, duration of ult are extended, strength +2. Ironeye art charge activation adds poison. Improved invisibility, sorcery, magic attack power up. HP restoration upon halberd attacks. Holy damage negation up. Improved stance breaking when wielding 2 armaments, strength +3. Art activation spreads fire in area, strength 2. Physical attack 2. This could actually be really good for Raider, to be honest. Working your life away, got stream up on the phone. Well, I appreciate you for spending time with us, Alex. You could be watching anything or anyone, and you're deciding to watch me. I appreciate that a lot. I hope the day goes by quickly for you. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, either from the things that I did right or from the things that I did wrong. As I said, Tricephalos is a very fun boss fight. He's weak to holy damage. His moveset is pretty predictable, so if you just fight him a couple times, I'm sure you'll get him down. And a quick tip, if you are playing solo, you get that free Wending Grace, but you can also stack more. So if you think that you're going to die a few times, just stack up a couple Wending Graces and you should be good to go. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified every time we post a new video, and we'll see you all in the next one.